Tony D and Little Jones asleep on the couch, and this is a screenwriter's rant on Jules, a drama movie about an old man and his alien friend. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books, links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 11, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. So the premise of the movie, Kingsley plays a guy. He's one of these old men who's lived in a town forever, and he's got nothing to do. So he goes to town hall, and he's constantly complaining about stupid things. And one day he complains a UFO crashed in his backyard and destroyed his azaleas and bird bath. Nobody believes him, and then his friend comes to check on him and discovers that, yes, indeed, a UFO crash landed in his backyard, and a little alien was in there, and he's been hosting him and feeding him apples. Jane Curtin is in it too, and she plays, I think, his nosy neighbor, and she gets involved. So there's like 3 people who know about it, and then his daughter gets wind that he's helping an alien, which sounds like something a crazy old person would say, and so she gets worried about him. And eventually the government figures out the UFO crash landed. They've been looking for him, and now it's a race against time to get him out before the government comes in and steals him, I guess. And they become friends, and it's a very nice, sweet movie. They're pitching it, so it looks cute. It's kind of like E.T. with old people. That's the way I would describe it. So, first act, Ben Kingsley is old and curmudgeon-y, and he complains. He has ridiculous requests of the town, and they all roll their eyes at him. And I don't know if it's his wife, who's the woman on. I don't know the actress's name. That isn't Jane Curtin. I've seen her in a bunch of stuff. She might be his wife, or she might be like his girlfriend or friend. Anyhow, she is trying to get him. She's also kind of that age, in that age area. I think she's a little younger, and she's trying to say, yeah, don't say too many wacky things. We're trying to change the neighborhood, or I don't know, save a tree or whatever. Jane Curtin is more of like his neighbor, who's more of like a rival. Anyhow, they all end up in this together, but you establish the 3 characters in the beginning. Then one night the UFO crashes. The next day he complains about it at the city hall meeting. And basically you're into the second act. Then he goes home, and I don't know, the alien pops out, he befriends him, and now like nobody really believes him. And then his friend comes over and then sees the alien, like, oh, you got to keep this a secret. Ben Kingsley doesn't seem to quite get that initially. So the second act, and then Jane Curtin somehow gets involved. So then the second act is all about them hiding the alien, and then trying to communicate with him and feeding him apples and talking to him. And fortunately, he's not an alien who's going to murder everybody. He's just seems like a nice guy who's just trapped on Earth. So they call him Jules. I'm not sure why they name him that way. There he is. And then it's about, can they help Jules as he fixes his ship, I guess? And they're feeding him apples, and they're having a nice time. And I don't know, Jules doesn't seem to have any powers, but I guess he's fixing his ship. And then they're worried the government's going to come and dissect Jules. And so they protect him. And eventually the climax of the third act is the government does come. They eventually figure out where Jules' ship is, because based on the trajectory where it crashed, and then they, I don't know, listen to everybody's phone calls, and then they overhear his daughter talking about feeding an alien, and they decide that they're going to pursue that, and they do. And but Jules, and it looks like they even show one of the shots towards the end where Jules takes off in his ship and gets away just in time. And I think that's probably what happens. And it's kind of this moment where they say goodbye to Jules, and it's like, oh, you changed our lives, and now we're different, and you have a good time, Jules, and we hope you come back, and blah, blah, blah. So it'll be a sweet movie, I think, about aging, about friendship, and stuff like that. And I would see it. It seems harmless enough. Seems like it would be a nice, positive movie. Seems like it would come out of it. That was nice. I like nice movies. I would definitely see it on VOD. You know, something to raise your spirits if you're a little down. It seems to be nice. Let's see if there's a write-up here. Now, from Bleecker Street. I haven't seen a super positive movie with this many name actors in it from Bleecker Street. Good for you guys, moving up in the world. This seems a little bit high-end for you guys. A lot of stuff Bleecker promotes, it just seems like kind of goes nowhere. And it's kind of like B grade stuff. This seems like, this seems like A+. It's nice, a nice movie, but in this case about aliens and an old guy who's kind of nice, even if he's annoying. Yeah, character driven. It's going to be a lot of dialogue, you know. Jane Curtin, good to see her. It's funny she gets cast in this because she was in Third Rock from the Sun, right? Which also had aliens in it. I'm surprised Lithgow wouldn't be the lead on this. He could be this, right? But Ben Kingsley is a great actor. I think a lot of it's going to drive. He's going to drive a lot of it. But Jane Curtin's no slouch, and the other actress, who's I can't think of her name, but she's very good as well. So I think you got a really good cast here. I think it'll be very engaging. It'll move very quickly. Be a solid 90 minutes. It's not going to be this super long 2.5 hour epic, and it'll end on a positive note with like fun little. I mean, it looks like a comedy to me. They bill it as a drama. It looks more like a light comedy. So yeah, I would watch this. Yeah, Jules. Why not? When's it coming out? We don't have it out. Yeah, don't know. This summer. Okay. Yeah. You're looking for something to watch. I'd watch this. And that's it for me, Tony D. And little Joan asleep on the couch. Thanks for tuning in. I just added another date to my signing, so click below one of the links there. Saturday, I'll be at Clements Farms for the big Blueberry Festival. Don't miss that. The blueberries are mwah right now. And of course, Sunday, I just added the Cooper River Dragon Boat Festival. I was at the other thing yesterday, got invited to this one for this weekend. Yeah, baby. So hope to see you there at Camden County Boathouse on Sunday. Otherwise, we'll see you